Hi everybody, it's Angel Medina here, or Angel Ramon. After the Thousand Years War series, after the Giannis series, and after the Angel's Nightmare Adventure series, all books that I've been proud to write. But yesterday, of course, I read this article and I made a whole big fuss about it because it needed to happen about this author that was able to game the system and get his book all the way up to #1 from 300 from his book ranking all the way from 400,000 all the way to #1. He was able to game the system. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, as if you watched yesterday's video, you'll get I'll go more deeper into it. I mean, I had trouble sleeping yesterday, thinking that could it just be that all this work I've done, all the books I've written, all the backstory, all the building I've done in my empire is for naught? And because you got some hack that games the system, and all of a sudden he's #1. He's making all these sales, and I mean, to be fair, he kind of got caught rather easily because he did it very stupidly. But I don't think he has any shame. I think he's happy making all that money he made yesterday, saying I'm #1. I was #1 for a day, and I admit he was #1 for a day, something I haven't been. And sometimes I get discouraged thinking that no matter how many good reviews I have, I'll never get up there. So kind of brings me to a point where I've been thinking about just not writing anymore, just quitting and getting a normal job and just living a normal life. Like, I love writing, but it's not very fun when nobody else reads your work but you and some fans. And all you have to do is go into Fever or get into scammy sites that give your books to quick farms, and you'll be able to go up to #1. I'm too honorable to do that. I thought of it, but I said, nah, I'm not risking my integrity for that. But then it's not fair because then I'm never gonna. I feel like I'm not. I got 58 reviews for the Thousand Years War Book 1, averaging 4.5 out of 5 stars, and yet I haven't been able to get anywhere below 10,000. That kind of makes me cry sometimes at night. Like, I feel like my book it may be epic, but it's not good enough. People are just not. People are reading it, but not enough. And then you got this hacker that puts out a crappy book, and he's making thousands of dollars, a good amount of money. And all he did was just pay $50 to $200 just to bring his book to a quick form that got downloaded many times illegitimately. But nevertheless, Amazon did nothing. His book is still up. The only update I could give you is that his book is his Kindle edition. It doesn't have the ranking anymore. It doesn't show where he ranks. He was in number 28, and he was at 69 last night. It doesn't have that no more. So they did a new something there. They took out the rankings, so he can't garnish sales, and garnish that visibility. So maybe I could see his sales starting to go down, but I mean, the damage is done already. He already got numerous downloads. People are already talking about it. He's already got the visibility. So I start seeing the sales go down, and then of course he got the paperbacks and hardcovers still selling as well. So I mean, there's new justice for me. I'd like for his book to just get banned completely, taken out of the site, not just take out his ranking. Like that's gonna do anything. The book is still for sale. It's obviously cheated his way up. And it gets me, legitimate authors like me, it seems, illegitimate authors are rewarded, and legitimate authors like me are screwed. And sometimes I feel like, maybe I'm not an author. Maybe I am, but feel like, what's the point of writing from your imagination and making an imaginary creative tale if people are not gonna read it? Because they're so hooked on the top 100. They want to read something from the top 100, bestsellers, and a good at least soon if this continues, it's gonna good 60 to 80% of the top 100 is gonna be full of crap, full of scams, full of scammer books, full of, in other words, Amazon's gonna turn into a cesspool of shit. You know that it's gonna, and you know right now I just kind of lost my confidence in it. You know, so I'm kind of deciding, you know, should I just keep writing, or should I go on a hiatus, or should I just give it up, hang it up? You know, I know many of you are going to say I shouldn't hang it up, but I say to you, you know, what makes you think another scammer is going to try this, or another desperate person is going to try this, and we're going to repeat the whole cycle? And what makes you think the top 20 won't be filled with books that are scams? I mean, for God's sakes, this book was #1 over Harry Potter. You know there's something wrong with that. And yet people still foolishly bought it, still foolishly borrowed it, still helping this guy make money. You know, it kind of asks me the question, you know, am I ever going to be given the chance to be read? You know, are my books ever going to be given a chance? You know, sometimes I feel like my books are never going to get a chance to be read, and they're really excellent books based on the reviews I've gotten. People have legitimately loved the book, loved the premise, and you know what? And then sometimes I ask myself, what's the point of taking advice from others, like improving the cover, you know, improving the inside of your book, and what they should be saying is, why don't you just get a quick form and cheat your way up there? I mean, I know that's not the correct way of doing things, but I mean, what's the point of being honest and taking advice if at the end of the day, you know, your sales aren't as high, or they're not nearly going to be as good as the one that cheated his way up there? You know, I know my video, thank you for those who saw my video, shared my video. You know, I got about close to 70 views. Thank you. I mean, thank you for spreading the word, but for me, unless Amazon really makes some real changes, and I'm not talking about BS changes, and I don't want them, and they better not start attacking legitimate authors. I need them to make a, you know, they have to start policing it. Like, I mean, first of all, I know what you're gonna say. They gotta let the dust settle, but how long is that gonna take? They really gotta come up with a plan to really police this, or me and many other authors are just not gonna be around. We're just gonna quit and maybe move somewhere else, or just quit writing for good. I mean, this is not right. Amazon, you really gotta step up the game here. And you gotta find a way to fix this. This is not right, guys. You know, and you need to stop deleting legitimate reviews. You know, and I know now reviews are being deleted, saying, "Oh, you know this person. Oh, you gotta get rid of your review." I think you have a bigger problem, Amazon. Stop picking on reviews. Stop picking on the poor man, and you need to turn your attention to these fake books. Because for me, that's the real problem. The real problem is your store is turning into a cesspool of shit, and you're too stupid to realize it, or you're too greedy, because you know you're making money off from it. Because you're making a little profit on the side every time the crappy book sells. Little do you know, your store is turning into a cesspool of shit. While all the good books are being buried, the crappy books are rising. This is... You know, if Amazon wants to step it up, this is going to become the craptastic era of books here. We're going to go into a new era called the craptastic era. And I'm not cool with that. So, which means my new Knit RPG book, I'm not even sure when I'm going to, you know, be done with that one, or if I'm even going to finish it. You know, I might not even write another book this year. I mean, my confidence is all the way down. I mean, I know many of you are trying to say, you know, to stick with it. You know, you're an honorable person, but honor can only get you so far in life. You know, at the end of the day, you'll be honorable, but you'll be broke. So, I mean, listen, you know, think for me, there's only two ways I'll probably get back into the game full blast, and that's if one, Amazon changes its policies, and if two, people start supporting me for real. You know, like supporting my Patreon. Get my books. They're not expensive. I promise you're gonna have a good time reading them. I just need more support, people. I know you can. I mean, I know you're not into sci-fi, but you know, give it a chance. You know, I really put my blood, sweat, and tears into these books. You know, the first book, and I wrote close to 60 reviews. The second over close to 30. The third about close to 15. And my horror books are all scattered, like 30. My new one's got about 7. Genesis got close to 30. So I've gotten legitimate reviews the correct way. You know, promoting my book the correct way. So, you know, guys, you know, I'm gonna put the links to my books, and please support me. Even if you get my books and you end up not reading them until next year or the year after, I don't care. What helps me is the sale. As long as you support me, I appreciate it. Even if it means you read it months from now, a year from now. Even if it's connecting dust, even if you get a paperback of my book and it's connecting dust, I will appreciate it if you get it. You know, I will appreciate you supporting me. You know, I could really use it right now. You know, really build my confidence up so I could keep on sending out good content for you guys. I mean, I just feel like me and other authors are being screwed around here. And I think number one, I mean, I know Amazon's not going to change anything. They're just going to stick to its defense, and as long as we're making money, we're okay. So it's going to be up to you, my fans. Tell your friends, tell your family about my books. You know, keep supporting me, keep promoting, you know, keep helping me out. I don't want to quit, but you know, I feel like maybe the only thing I can do is quit. You know, I just don't find it fair that a hack, you know, is able to get to number one, and the rules change. You know, all of a sudden the rules change. You know, he doesn't get banned. He still gets to, you know, promote. Gets to brag, and people dropping 1-star reviews saying how crappy his book really is, and spreading the truth. And Amazon deletes them. Deletes the reviews. I mean, come on, Amazon. If people are leaving those kind of reviews, you shouldn't be deleting them. There's a reason why they're doing it, because they know this guy's a scammer. They know the truth. And Amazon, I don't think you can handle the truth. I'm going to say it to your face. You can't handle the truth. So guys, this could be my final video. I don't want it to be. I don't think it will be. But my future is very uncertain right now. So, guys, take it easy, and if you want to talk, I'm online. Take it easy, guys.